Welcome back, all my fragrance fanatic friends and beauty besties. I hope that you guys are having a fantastic day today. If you're new here, hi, my name is Jamie, and this is my end of the month perfume roundup. I like to do this at the end of every month where I will go through all the perfumes I purchased. And this month we've got some designer, some Middle Eastern, some celebrity perfumes, some are brand new releases, and some have been around since the 80s, and then we got everything in between. But before we begin, I would like to introduce my partner for today's video, Solo Red Light. As you all know, if you've been around my channel for a while, I turned the big 4-0 this year. And so I have been trying to do better about my skincare and incorporating other things into my skincare routine. And I have been hearing so much about the, red light therapy this and red light therapy that and how great it is. And like even at my gym, you can do red light therapy. So when Solo Red Light reached out to me, wanting to be a partner with me, I was super pumped. I was excited because it's always been something I've wanted to try. And you all should know, I get emails on the daily of different companies wanting me to share this on my channel, share that on my channel, and like none of it, like 99% of all those emails I get are things that I have zero interest in whatsoever. I'm not going to use them. I'm not interested in it at all. But with the Solo Red Light, I was very interested in that. So you can be sure that if ever I do things like this, it won't be too often because, like I said, I'm very picky about what I'm going to promote on my channel. And number two, you can be sure that it's something that I'm actually interested in, that I actually use and like. So this is what the mask looks like. It's silicone, really flexible, and it's portable. So you can go about your house doing your things. That's what I love most about this, is that because I had gotten one of those laser hair removal at home things. It worked great, but I had to dedicate 45 minutes per day out of my day to sit there and use it. I'm a mom of 6. I don't have time for that. So with this, I can go, fold the laundry, go, put away the dishes, wake up my kids from school. I can scare them with this, because it's portable. So I love that. And full transparency, I did not pay for this mask. They gave it to me for free and asked if I would talk about it on my channel. And I'm like, yes. And they never gave me any sort of script whatsoever, but I took the time to write down my own thoughts on what I wanted to share with you guys about Solo Red Light. It's one of the leading brands of LED red light therapy in the United States. It is sold in over 140 countries, and it is FDA and FCC certified, as well as a bunch of other certifications that I didn't even recognize, but let's just say they have all the certs. They got all the certs. The mask has 4 different types of lights. They have the red light, which is the anti-aging, promotes collagen, and increases elasticity. The yellow light for balancing skin's texture. The near infrared light, which repairs skin, improves blood circulation, and increases skin's moisture. And then the blue light, which is sterilizes acne, producing bacteria, reduces inflammation and scarring, which that is a big plus for me because not only is my skin starting to age, but yet I'm also still in that like teenage, I still get breakouts type of phase. Like it's not fair, It's like, let me age or let me have pimples. But why both? Why both, universe? Why? But this device kind of covers like a multitude of different things. And there are 6 different little settings you can put this on. The repairing mode, the rejuvenation mode, anti-aging mode, morning skincare mode, anti-acne mode, and bedtime skincare mode. And that utilizes the different types of lights depending on which mode you put it in. Now, I've only had this for a week and I haven't had any issues with it. It's been very easy to use. I'm really loving it. And I think it's something that I'm going to continue using because of how convenient it is for me. Now, am I seeing any like results right now? No, it's only been 7 days. That's crazy. I'm not gonna see any results right now. This is something that you've got to use consistently for a long period of time before you're gonna see any sort of results. So that would be crazy to say that. But I'm very optimistic that if I use it consistently, that it's definitely gonna help. So I do have a link down in the description box. It is an affiliate link, so I do get a commission from it. And if you do not feel comfortable with that, then don't use the link. Don't use it. You know, go on the website and just use the regular checkout thing. Don't use the link. You don't have to do that. But if you are interested in purchasing this, I do have a discount code for us. It's SOLO20, and we can get 20% off of anything you purchase on the website. So thanks again to Solo Red Light for partnering with me today. Now let's get into the perfume. Let's start off with the 2 perfume repurchases I made this month. They are both discontinued perfumes that I've wanted back in my collection. The first one is Rogue by Rihanna. What video was it? It was my Victoria's Secret Very Sexy perfume video that I had made. In that video, I was comparing the Very Sexy Night to, like, it reminded me of Rogue by Rihanna and how much I loved that perfume and wanted it back in my collection, because at a point in time, I had a bottle of this, used it up, but I never repurchased it because I was like, oh, you know, I'll get around to it. But then it got discontinued. And one of my good fragrance friends here commented down in that video and said, Jamie, I have a mercari. I have Rogue on mercari, you know, if you want it. And I'm like, yes, you know, so I went over there and purchased it. And her name's Jenny, and she has a great mercari. A great packaging, fast shipping. She's very friendly, and her prices are so reasonable. So I will link her mercari page down in the description box below. You should go check it out. So thanks again to Jenny for getting Rogue back into my life. So for those of you who don't know, Rogue, for me, I'm getting a lot of this deep, dark, sexy, fruity plum, and this very like ultra buttery suede. It's just a really sexy perfume, sexy date night perfume is how I would describe this. But I'm so glad I have it back in my collection now. And another one, my beloved Nuit Trésor Nude. You guys, I didn't know what I had until it was gone. Let me tell you, I had a full bottle of this, 100 ml bottle of this, and I would spray it out willy-nilly, just spray it out whenever I felt like it, not even realizing what I had, the treasure that she was. And when it was gone, I thought, oh, okay, I'll pick up another bottle, you know, eventually. I'll put it back on my list. I definitely want it again, but it wasn't like I had to pick it up right away. I should have done that. If I could go back in time, I would shake myself and say, Jamie, pick it up now, because it's discontinued and it is so hard to find now. It's not on Joma Shop anymore, and you could get it for such a good price. Like, I think it was maybe $40 for a 100 ml bottle of that on Joma Shop, and now, no, you can't find that. You can find some used bottles, but they've gone, all of these bottles have gone way up in price now because they're discontinued. So this one is, it's such a perfect summertime perfume. It is a happy citrus sunshine in a bottle with this creamy sweet coconut. I just love it so much. And so all I could get was this 30 ml, you know, pre-used bottle, but I'm gonna cherish every little drop of this perfume and try to make it last as long as I can, because now I know how precious she is. But anyway, so she's back in my collection. And I almost forgot, when Jenny had sent over Rogue by Rihanna, she also gave me some other samples. And the one that I loved the most, that I'm super excited to get a full bottle of, was the Wild Poppy. You guys, I never tried this one from Nest. It is so good. I'm really getting into raspberry right now. I don't know. I don't know. I'm just really loving the raspberry lately. And this one has that. It's very fruity, raspberry, there's rose. This is very fresh, clean smelling. I don't think I'll pick up a full bottle right now because we're going into that more fall and winter time, but this for spring would be perfect. And on the same topic of fragrance friends sending me samples, Saga here on YouTube, she has an amazing channel. You definitely need to go check it out. I'll link her channel in the description box below. She sent me a little travel size sample of the CK1. I had never tried it before, and I've always been curious, and I really like this perfume. It's so fresh. It's citrusy green, a little aromatic, but it's not as fruity as I thought it would be because it's got some fruity notes in there. I didn't pick up much of that, but it is so nice and like fresh for summertime. Really enjoyed it. So I want to thank her for that. Now let's talk about a Britney Spears perfume I added to my collection. One that I had never tried before, but it has been out forever. Believe. And actually, I like this bottle more than I thought I would. In the pictures, like it looked okay, but in real life, it looks so much prettier. And you can display it like on its side or sitting up straight or like however you want to display it. I love that. And I love the lid, like everything about the juice is like this neon green color. Love it. Now, I had never wanted to pick up this perfume before because I wasn't a huge fan of patchouli, but now you guys know, like I love me some patchouli. This one is such a fruity, like a very fruity patchouli scent that I absolutely love. My husband loves it. Like this is so, I can't believe it's taken me this long to add this one to my collection because she is definitely a winner. Although, you know, I expect nothing less from Britney Spears. Like I'm a huge Britney Spears fan, huge Britney Spears perfume fan as well. So glad I have this one in my collection now. Now let's talk about some perfumes that I purchased that I had on my wish list for a while now. Finally picked them up. The first one being Coconut Sun. This one is a very salty, fresh, citrusy coconut sunshine in a bottle. It's a little different than the Nuit Trésor Nude because of that saltiness, and it just gives off this very, very like beachy vibes, like I'm on vacation at the beach type of vibes. And so I wanted to pick, I had a travel size of it, and I was like, I need a full bottle of this. It's definitely full bottle worthy. So now she's in my collection. And then Hippie Rose, if you all know from the last video that I did, the last perfume roundup video that I did, I'd gotten a sample of Hippie Rose in. Absolutely loved it. Wanted to get a full bottle of it. If you are a fan of like a really like dirty, earthy patchouli mixed with the sweet rose, like, oh, love that. It's so sexy. My husband loves it. And this bottle is much better looking in person than I thought it was going to be. The lid is actually like much heavier, and because I don't know, the lid kind of looked like cheap like in the pictures, but in person it looks much better. It's like very heavy, and the wood graining on here is like you know, indented into the lid, so it's really nice. But yeah, so glad I picked this one up as well. And then another perfume I had my eye on for, oh my goodness, maybe 2 years, but the price was just too high. The Viva La Juicy Bubbly. I had been wanting to add this to my Viva La Juicy collection forever, but all the rest of the Viva La Juicies, you can get them for a pretty reasonable price, around the $35, maybe $40 range-ish. But the Bubbly, I could only see it for $100+. And I'm like, I don't want to spend $100 on this perfume. But I found it at a discount. I think, what was it? Like $90 or something maybe. I don't know. It was still high up there. It was still higher than I wanted to pay. But at that time, I was finally like, okay, this is about as low as it's going to get. I need to snatch this up quick. And I'm so glad I have her. She's so, like it has a champagne note in there. So it's got this like, this sparkly freshness, sparkly fruity freshness going on. And I love the bottle, you guys, with the bubbles on the bottom there like that. It's precious. Absolutely love it. And even in the sun, the sun actually makes the bubbles look even, because sometimes they look more pink, but in this lighting here, it looks like it's got more like an iridescent-y, like blue color to them. I love that. Anyway, so happy to pick this one up. And then, as you all know, I was planning on picking up a full bottle of the oh my goodness. I always do this. Because I want to say La Nuit, but that's a whole other brand. This is the La Vie Belle L'Elixir. This one has raspberry, again, very fruity, like very almost like a syrupy, fruity raspberry in here, which I normally don't like syrupy, fruity scents, but it's balanced out so well with this like very buttery suede, and it's a little boozy. It's very sexy. It's got a depth, a sexy depth to it, but there's also this like freshness at the same time. Absolutely love this one. This is one of my very favorite La Vie Belle perfumes. I would have said it's my number one, but it's tied. It is tied with another La Vie Belle, which we will talk about here a little later on in the video. And then I also picked up my own bottle of the light blue intense for men. I bought a travel size for my husband, and I fell completely in love with it. And I was like, I need a bottle of my own. So I went and picked up my own bottle to have. It's like light blue on steroids. So citrusy, fresh, clean. Just a pinch of like a salty ocean air type of feel. Absolutely love this. I also finally picked up a full bottle of Acqua di Giura. I have been wanting this perfume for so long. It's been in my cart for forever. I smelt it at like Sephora or Ulta a long while back and was like, oh, I definitely want to pick that up, but I don't know. It just took me forever to get there, but I'm finally there now. This is such a aromatic, fresh, minty, citrusy scent, but it's got this brown sugar in there, giving it this like sweetness, and just absolutely love it. I think it's perfect for summertime. So glad I finally picked this one up. Now let's talk about some brand new releases I picked up this month. The first one being My Devotion. I do have a dedicated video all about this perfume. I'll link down in the description box below if you are interested. But basically this is very, very peony dominant. Lots of peonies in here. It's very creamy, sweet, vanilla. I get a warm, sensual amber in the base. And I'm picking up a green mandarin, a green citrusy mandarin in this perfume. I assume that's because of the cassis mixing with the orange blossom. Maybe that's tickling my nostrils and making me think that, but that's what I'm smelling in here. And I really love it. I think it smells amazing. I'm gonna enjoy it down to the last drop. But as far as which one is my favorite out of the collection, it will always and forever be like the OG. The OG Devotion, just, oh, she has my heart. And then we've got Queen's Caramel. This one, again, I have a full dedicated review about it. I will link it down below in the description box for anyone who's interested. But to summarize, think of Bianco latte with a heaping dose of white chocolate and a sprinkling of sea salt and maple. It is so delicious and mouthwatering. I also picked up a travel size of the new Burberry Goddess Perfume. And this one is, I don't know. We'll see. Because I didn't like the Burberry Goddess Intense when it first came out, and now I've got a full bottle of it, so who knows? But for right now, this is just because I'm a huge fan of lavender, of raspberry, of suede, of vanilla, love it all. But something about the combination of that aromatic lavender mixing with the raspberry, it's like clashing in my nostrils, and it smells like very medicinal, like a Robitussin or something. And I'm just not a huge fan of that. But I do love like more in the dry down with the creamy, sweet vanilla and suede. But not at this price. I'm not gonna buy it for this price. There's no way. Let's see, you know, I've got my travel size. I'm just gonna play around with her and let's see. Who knows, over time, I might really grow to love it. And if I do, I'll wait till it's out on Joma Shop where I can get it at a much more reasonable price. And I also picked up a travel size of the new La Vie Belle Vanilla Nude. I want to say Vanilla Nude, but I think it's pronounced Vanille Nude. Now this one, I bought it because I was very curious about it, but I didn't think I was going to purchase a full bottle of it because I was thinking it's probably going to be a really nice vanilla, but I have a ton of vanillas in my collection, so I don't need a full bottle of it, right? Wrong. When I sprayed it out, I was so pleasantly surprised because it is such a different vanilla than what I have in my collection. I've got my caramel vanillas, I've got my coconut vanillas, I've got my almond vanillas, my amber vanillas, my spicy vanillas, my aromatic vanillas. I've got all the vanillas. But this is different. This is it's a salt, sweet, powdery, musky vanilla with a little bit of jasmine. But what really sets this apart is it has this aldehydic brightness to it. And it's so beautiful. Such a pretty vanilla. So I am most definitely putting this at the top of my list of perfumes I want to buy full bottles of for this coming month in September. And like I was saying earlier with the La Vie Belle L'Elixir, how that one was tied for first place as being my favorite. Like this is the one it's tying with. I think both the Vanille Nude and the L'Elixir, oh my goodness, these words, blah, blah, blah. The L'Elixir, both of those perfumes are like my very, very top favorite La Vie Belle perfumes that I've ever smelled so far. And the fact that Martha Stewart did an advertisement for this, oh my gosh, that's just the cherry on top. Like love her or hate her, she's iconic, and I think she's hysterical. And when I was watching the advertisement, like I was like crying laughing. I was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe she's doing this for perfume, you know? Is she hard up for money? I don't know. But whether she approved it or not, I was still gonna get a full bottle of it because, like I said, I think this is an amazing vanilla, and it's a different vanilla than what I have in my collection, which I was really shocked about. Now, that may not be the case for your perfume collection, depending on what you have and don't have, but for me, it's a very unique vanilla for my collection. Now let's talk about some Middle Eastern perfumes that I have picked up this month. The first one being The Kingdom. This one is the men's version, not the women's version. I specifically picked this one up because I am on a huge minty, aromatic, sweet vanilla kick lately. I've been making the homemade mints at home, and I've been wanting to smell that on my skin all day. Like I'm just really in that mood right now. And I picked up some other ones that give me that vibe that I'll talk about here a little later in the video. But I picked this one up specifically because it was this aromatic, almost minty, fresh, sweet vanilla. So I was thinking this would be perfect. And it is. It's great, but it is a little bit more masculine than I was expecting. I mean, I knew it was going to be masculine, obviously, you know. But it's maybe a little too masculine than what I was hoping for. But I'm still gonna wear her. Like I still was him. Sorry, sir. Sorry. I'm still gonna wear him. You know, it's still really nice, but I just want to let you all know that this is definitely more masculine. Not even I would even consider this unisex. It's definitely more masculine for me. I also picked up Anna Scarlet. And you guys, why did no one tell me how spicy this was? I haven't heard it must just be my skin chemistry. But the pink pepper in here is pink peppering. Very sweet, spicy cherry with this like creamy, sweet vanilla. And you know, honestly, you guys, this is so unbelievably similar to Rouge Smoking. I didn't realize it was supposed to be similar to that. I thought it was supposed to be similar to the other. Now I haven't tried, what is that perfume called? The Weapon, the Weapon. I've not tried that one. So I have no idea what that smells like. But this to me smells like Rouge Smoke because I am getting that cherry soda vibe, that spicy cherry candy soda vibe mixed with that vanilla bean, like ice cream dropped into it. Like it's so good. It's so good. I just had no idea it was going to be so similar to something I already had. The only big difference that I'm noticing is that the cherries are different. It's definitely more of a candy red cherry in Rouge Smoking, and with the Scarlet, I'm getting more of a dark, juicy black cherry. But other than that, like, everything else is so similar. I've only had this perfume for a week, so maybe it needs to sit for a while and the spiciness will die down. I don't know, but I mean, I'm okay with it. I'm totally okay with how this smells. I think it smells great, especially if you like that type of scent profile of Rouge Smoking, then I feel like you're gonna love this. I haven't heard anyone else mention anything like that. So I don't know if it's just my skin chemistry or not. You all let me know in the comment section. And then I also picked up Million Secrets. This one, I believe, is a new 2025 release, if I'm not mistaken. Correct me if I'm wrong. But this is another one where the bottle looks better in person than it does online. And the atomizer, you guys, this atomizer, watch this, wait. Like, look at that. Like, that's insane. Like, it just swoosh, you know. Love the atomizer. Oh my goodness. You gotta love lavender. You have to love lavender to love this perfume. If you love things like French Lavender and Tuberose by Vera Wang, then you would probably really love something like this as well. Now, that perfume has a little bit of that cacao in there, and I think I love it a little bit more than this, but this is still so good. It's lavender with jasmine and vanilla, and it's strong, number one. You don't need too many sprays. Very aromatic, very calming, comforting, sweet, perfect for bedtime. Like, I'm so glad I picked this one up because I was thinking, I think it was like around $10 maybe. And I was like, you know what? I'll give it a shot. Why not? So glad I did. This would definitely be a repurchase for me, like after this empties out, because it's like that good. Like, I really love wearing this for bedtime. And then I finally was able to get myself a bottle of the Veneno Scarlet. I have been wanting to pick this up forever. And I finally got it, you guys. Look at how beautiful it is. Oh, I love it. Now, this is the dupe for Venom Incarnate. And that is a perfume that has been on my, it was one of the very first perfumes I ever put on a wish list. It's been a while now. I had a sample of it years back. So it's been years since I've sprayed that original perfume. But from my memory, these are identical. You get that fruity, sweet strawberry. There's just a little bit of cinnamon in there. It's not like cinnamon dominant, but a little bit of cinnamon in there. And then you've got this creamy, sweet caramel, and it just blends in with this smooth suede. And it's sexy, it's flirty, it's fun, absolutely amazing. And I have wanted Venom Incarnate for so long, but the price was so high, and then when I found out that they were coming out with this and it was going to be a dupe for that, I was like, oh my goodness, this is it. This is my perfume. So I'm so happy that I have her. Like, the bottle, you guys, I cannot. I think it looks just as pretty, if not even prettier, than the original Venom Incarnate bottle. But that's just my opinion. But absolutely love this perfume. This next Middle Eastern perfume was recommended to me by a subscriber, and oh my goodness, this is good. This is so good. And I can't believe more people are not talking about this perfume because it needs all the hype. And it's so inexpensive, you guys. I think it was maybe $20-ish. Don't quote me exactly, but it was very inexpensive. The Oud and Lychee by Swiss Arabian. This is stunning. Absolutely 11 out of 10, you guys. It is not on Fragrantica. They've got a lot of others from this collection on Fragrantica, but not this one. I don't know why. maybe it's a newer one. I don't know. But so it's not on for granted. You can't find it there, but I'll pop up a picture of what I found on the website where I purchased it. This is very ultra sweet, fruity. I'm picking up strawberries and raspberries and this creamy, peachy vanilla going on, mixed with this dark, thick, sexy oud. Like the oud and the berries and and it's so sexy and deep and thick and sweet. And just absolutely love this perfume. It definitely deserves more hype for sure. And speaking of recommendations I've gotten from people, Sunny over at Sunny Scents recommended this perfume. This is the Mirabelle by Vicanto. And I will link her channel down below in the description box. You definitely need to go check her out. She always has the best recommendations. This perfume is so interesting. It's very unique. I would consider this to be unisex for sure. I get this sweet, creamy, milky vanilla in here. And then it's also aromatic, and the aromatic comes off like a minty type of smell. It's a little boozy, warm, spicy, but also cooling at the same time. Really, really interesting. And I am so glad I have this in my collection because this is one of those really unique perfumes. And then another one that I got recommended, I can't remember who it was. I know somebody told me I needed to try Green Lover. They said, Jamie, if you are really in this sweet vanilla mixed with a minty type of scent profile, you need to go check out this perfume. I can't remember who it was. Please let me know if it was you, because I cannot for the life of me remember. But I know I did not come up with this perfume on my own. Absolutely love the bottle, number one. And the scent inside is amazing. It is a very sweet, minty vanilla. That's what I get in here. Very, very fresh, aromatic. But so if you're one of those, if you're a fresh, clean girly, but you also love the vanillas, the sweet vanillas, this is like the best of both worlds. And this is labeled as a men's perfume, just like I was talking about how the Kingdom was. But the Kingdom definitely came off very, very masculine. This one, even though it's labeled as a men's perfume, this one is completely unisex. I don't think this smells masculine at all. I think this would be perfect for ladies, men, anyone who wants this. And I don't think this was very expensive either. I got it on Joma Shop. I can't remember the exact price, but it wasn't too bad. But absolutely love this perfume as well. So whoever it was out there, thank you so much. Another recommendation I got from a subscriber, which I'm so happy about, was Navy. Now this is an older perfume, and this is sweet, a little warm, spicy, ambery, vanilla, white floral, and there's like a sprinkling of cinnamon in there. It's not so like you know, some perfumes are like really heavy cinnamon. This is very like lightly sprinkled cinnamon in this perfume. And I was thinking, okay, this might be, I was thinking, is this going to be very heavy? Is this going to be more fall and winter? Like, what is this going to be like? But it's so much lighter than I thought it was going to be. Very, very light, fresh, inoffensive. You could wear this on a hot, humid day and it is not going to bother you. It's that type of lightness going on. And you could wear it to work, things like that. Just very light, inoffensive. So I wasn't expecting that with this perfume, but I really enjoy it. Speaking of older perfumes, I've really been going down the rabbit hole of more vintage style perfumes. Really been loving them, and so I'm starting to collect them. And one of them that I bought this month was Passion by Elizabeth Taylor. This bottle will last me the rest of my life, let me tell you, because you do not need much of this. That's what I love about those 80s perfumes. They are so like beast mode in your face. And you either love them or you hate them. And this one is, it's warm, spicy. It's very animalic. It's woody. It's got a sweet, creamy, honey, white floral. And it's so dark and dirty and sexy, but there's these like clean aldehydes in it, like balancing it out. And I love that so much. So I'm very happy to have this one in my collection. And I also picked up Halston, and this one is from the 70s. Absolutely highly recommend this one. It starts off very like green, fresh, a little minty, and then it starts to dry down and it becomes more earthy and ambery and woody. And I just absolutely love this one. I think it smells amazing. And then we have Design, which is from the 1980s as well. And this one is a white floral balm. It's like a very intensely strong, because it's from the 80s. All the perfumes were like super beast mode. This is a beast mode white floral scent. And it's got, it's a little musky and a little animalic as well in the base. Not near what you would pick up in something like Passion, but it does have like a pinch of that animalic quality in the base, but it's mainly like very dominant, heavy white florals. So I thought this was a fun one to pick up as well. And then also, I can never remember how to pronounce it. I don't know if it's D-A-L-I. Is that Dali? Dali? I'm not really sure, but this is what it looks like. I thought the bottle was so interesting. And it says it comes out, it came out in 1985. So I was like, I need to get my nose on this. And it is definitely an 80s perfume for sure. It's very ambery, warm, spicy, woody. It's got, some incense in there, very dark, heavy things, but it's also a little green, and it has some white florals to it. There's some aldehyde, some bright, aldehydes in there to kind of balance everything out. And I feel like a lot of 80s perfumes do that, where they have something so like dark mixed with something so like light and bright at the same time. And it's so interesting to smell that with my nose, like the combination of that. But really enjoy this one. And I think the bottle is so fun looking and unique. And then we have the perfume collections that I bought this month. One of them being the Victoria's Secret Sexy collection. I bought, now the Very Sexy and the Very Sexy Night have been around for a long time, but these are the newer bottles, and I decided to go ahead and buy the whole collection. The newest one was the Very Sexy Scarlet, which I think is a very kind of soapy, clean rose smell. It's not my favorite. However, when I mix it with Strawberry Letter, it becomes one of my favorites. Love that combination. So I picked up this collection. If you're interested in seeing a more in-depth review about this, I do have that. I'll link it down below in the description box. The other collection I picked up was from Amir, and these are all perfumes that are supposed to be duping the Le Labo perfumes. And it was like $30 for 4 of these. I thought, I'll try it out. Let's see what happens. And I ended up loving the majority of them. I bought it specifically just for the Ylang 62 because I love their Ylang perfume so much. And this is pretty spot on. I'm not seeing any differences here. It's that really earthy, thick, dirty type of patchouli and ylang. I really love it. So I was very happy with this one. The other ones were pleasant surprises, except for one, which we'll talk about here in a second. The Capacha, which is, I think, supposed to be duping the matcha one or something. This one was so good. It has this, it smells like the orange Trident gum. I think it's called a Tropical Twist. The orange Trident Tropical Twist gum is what I'm getting in the opening part of this. And then as this dries down, it starts to become a little bit more sparkling and clean, and it's sweet and creamy and fresh, and it smells like a bubble bath. Like in the dry down of this perfume, I smell like I'm in a sweet, just a nicely scented sweet bubble bath. Don't think of heavy soap. It's not a heavy soapy perfume. Think of the bubbles from the soap. You know how they're lighter, they're airier, they're more bubbly. Like that's the soapiness I'm getting from this. Very bubbly, light, fresh, airy soapiness. Really love this. And then the Black 92. This one is duping Noir 28, which again, I haven't smelt that one, so I don't know. But this really surprised me as well. This is more masculine. Well, no, I wouldn't say that. It's more unisex leaning masculine is what I get from this one. And it's very, very mentholy. You have to like a menthol type of smell to this because it's very much prominent in here. There's also this sweet fruity fig in there, and there's also some tobacco as well. So it's very, very interesting perfume, but overall very, very mentholy, which on like a hot, humid day was like perfect. I was like craving stuff like this. The only one that wasn't really my favorite, which I'm probably going to declutter, was the Stallion 53, which is supposed to be the dupe for Santal 33, which I know a lot of people love out there. I have never smelt the original. This one is very nice. There's nothing wrong with this perfume. I should start out by saying that. There's nothing wrong with it. It smells amazing. But it's another sandalwood perfume that I don't need in my collection. I'm not going to gravitate towards this one because I already have my like favorite diehard, like love of all time sandalwood perfumes, and I'm just not going to reach for this one. But it is a very nice sandalwood perfume. I will say though that it's almost pickly. The pickle, like I described in one of my other videos about this, the pickle is, he's not invited to the party, but he's banging on the front door, but the people inside won't let him in. So he's like there, but he's not there. Like he's outside the door banging and no one will let him in. So it's like almost a little pickly. Like I said, it's a really nice perfume. It's just not one of my favorites. It didn't wow me. So I'm probably going to declutter this one. But the good thing about this set that you can get, this set of 4, if you end up really loving one of them, then they also have the 100 ml bottles that you can purchase for $30. So like when the Capacha, I think that's how it's pronounced, Capacha, I think. When this runs out, I am definitely going to be getting the bigger bottle of this. But I loved that you could just kind of have like a smaller sample of the 4, and you can kind of decide what you like and what you don't like, and then from there you can get the bigger bottles. And then I also got 5 perfume oils. I watch a perfume channel. His name is Ron. I think the channel's name is Ron. I'll link it down below in the description box. You definitely need to go check him out. He's such a funny person to watch, and he's always got unique perfumes on there, and I love it. So he was talking about Valerie's Uncommon Scents, and he was going through them, and the one that really stuck out to me was the cannabis and cacao, because he was talking about how the patchouli in there was so good. So I was like, oh my goodness, I definitely need to pick that up. And I did, and now it's gone. Now, why is it gone? Because my husband loved it so much, he stole it from me. I've never had my husband love something so much that I bought for myself that he actually stole it away from me. He has it now. So I have to go get my own now again. It is a sweet cinnamon vanilla swirl, like some sort of dessert vanilla cinnamon swirl that I'm picking up, and then this very like powdery cacao, almost like the powdery cacao that you get in that one perfume, Choco Musk, kind of like the powdery cacao in that one. And then I get this earthy thick patchouli in there as well. And it's so good. And I guess the cannabis thing, I guess it's coming, I'm getting something a little green and aromatic smelling. And I'm wondering if that's maybe where that's coming from. I don't know. I've never smelled cannabis before, so I don't know these things. But yeah, I'm getting something a little bit green and aromatic smelling mixed up with all those other beautiful, delicious, sweet things. Like the cinnamon vanilla swirl, it's almost like a cinnamon bun type of smell mixed with that earthy patchouli. Like, oh, I love it. Oh, it's so good. And my husband, like I said, he snatched it up. He was like, this is amazing. I have to have it. So I'm going to go out and get another one. But I do have my other 4 here that I can show you. These are what the bottles look like. And they're just roll on. And this one is Mother Nature. Now this one, it didn't have like green apple in the notes, but I swear I'm getting some sort of like green apple smell, like a green fruit, and it's coming off like a green apple. And then I'm also picking up some florals and some woodiness, and the woodiness in here almost smells like a pine or something, some type of woodiness that has some greenery on it. And there's also some like thick earthy patchouli in there as well. And it's just, it smells like being outside. It smells like Mother Nature, like what you would think Mother Nature smells like. I can definitely see this as being something she would love to smell like. And then, oh, Island Christmas, you guys, this one, it has so many tropical fruits, juicy, sweet tropical fruits, but then it's laying in like a bed of sweet mint. And those two things together, it is so interesting. And it does smell like I'm at Hawaii, like during Christmas is what this smells like. And then the watermelon lemonade, this one smells just like what it says, watermelon lemonade, but the lemonade is, ooh, it smells like it is freshly squeezed. Like you are slicing up those lemons, you are squeezing them out, like freshly squeezed lemonade, where you put the sugar in there and you're trying to dissolve the sugar in the lemonade. Like you can almost smell those sugar crystals added to the lemons, and then the watermelon in there. Like it's so sweet and almost like a candied watermelon. Really good, really good. And then also the French vanilla and pear. This one is such a creamy, sweet vanilla mixed with this delicious, like it is a ripe pear. And when I say ripe, I mean like if you waited till tomorrow to eat this pear, it would be too late. You wouldn't be able to eat it. It would go bad. Like it is so super ripe where you could pick up the pear and press your fingers into it and you would leave indentions. Like it's so ripe. Very sweet, fresh, juicy pear mixed with the creamy vanilla. So delicious. It definitely gives off La Belle vibes for sure. But I'm not mad about it. Absolutely love this. So I will leave the link to Valerie's Uncommon Scents down in the description box below as well. I think these perfume oils are done really well. I don't have any complaints about them. They came in really quickly. They were very, very inexpensive. I think they were like maybe $3 or $4 per bottle. And so, yeah, so absolutely love them. I'll leave the link down in the description box below for you guys. Definitely need to go check it out. So I think that's it. Those are all the perfumes I purchased this month. Man, it seems like a lot. If you all made it to the very end of this video, high five, you guys. You guys rock. You're the best. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And remember, before you go, to seize the day and overspray. Bye, guys.